Picture this. You think you're the perfect cat parent. Your furry friend is purring, snuggling up to you, and seems to want for nothing. But what if I told you that right now, as you're watching this video, you could be making one, or maybe even several, of the 10 biggest mistakes in cat care? That's right, mistakes that could be making your cat's life miserable, or even cutting it short. Many of these are so subtle that even seasoned cat owners make them without realizing it. Are you ready to uncover the truth? You might be shocked, because today we're pulling back the curtain on the most common blunders made in millions of homes every single day. And trust me, you'll be surprised how many of them hit close to home. Watch this video all the way to the end so you don't miss a single one of these critical errors, and be sure to drop a comment below. How many of these are you guilty of? Before we dive into the world of feline faux pas, let's remember, cats aren't just cute fluff balls. They are skilled predators, descendants of wild ancestors, with very specific needs and instincts that are often overlooked in our cozy homes. Even after thousands of years of domestication, our house cats have held on to many of their wild traits. There's a reason they spend hours watching birds outside the window, or pouncing on invisible specks of dust. These instincts influence their behaviour, their diet, and even how they view their litter box. And it's our failure to understand these fundamental needs that leads to a whole chain of seemingly harmless mistakes. We humanise them, projecting our own wants and preferences onto them. But a cat isn't a little person in a fur coat. It's a complex creature with its own set of rules. Understanding this context is the key to becoming a truly great cat parent and avoiding a host of problems. Visual cue: a cartoon cat trying to wear human clothes or use a fork and knife, looking completely awkward and out of its element. All right, let's tackle the first and perhaps the most common mistake many people make: improper feeding. And this isn't just about the type of food you choose, but also about your cat's entire feeding routine. So many owners are guilty of feeding their cat scraps from the table. A little piece of sausage, a bite of fish, some cheese. It seems harmless enough, right? But the problem is, our food is often too fatty, salty, or spicy, and it's packed with seasonings that a cat's system simply can't handle. This leads to digestive problems, obesity, and in the long run can cause severe kidney, liver, and pancreatic disease. You have to remember, cats are obligate carnivores. Their bodies are designed to digest meat, not carbohydrates or fibre-rich foods. Even a tiny treat from your plate can throw their diet completely off balance. And that brings us to a common myth. My cat knows what's best for her. The truth is, she doesn't. She'll eat what tastes good, not what's actually good for her. Another common mistake which follows from the first is feeding a diet of only dry food. Sure, dry food is convenient, and many brands offer a complete and balanced diet. However, cats, like their wild ancestors, are designed to get most of their moisture from their prey. When a cat's diet consists only of dry food, they can suffer from chronic, low-level dehydration. This can lead to bladder stones, cystitis, and other serious urinary tract issues. Cats simply don't have a strong thirst drive like dogs or humans do. They will often ignore their water bowl, especially if it's placed right next to their food. An ideal diet should incorporate both wet and dry food, or consist of a fully balanced, moisture-rich fresh food diet. Remember, a bowl of fresh water is important, but it's often not enough on its own. Illustration idea: a graphic comparing dry and wet food, showing how the wet food adds essential moisture to a cat's diet. Alternatively, a shot of a cat drinking from a running tap, showing that a water bowl isn't always appealing to them. The third mistake that can turn your sweet kitty into a bundle of nerves: a dirty litter box. For cats, their bathroom is sacred ground. They are meticulously clean creatures. If the litter box is dirty, smelly, or the litter is old, your cat might start doing its business in other places. This isn't out of spite, it's out of sheer desperation. Many owners change the litter every few days, but for some cats, even that is too long. The right cleaning frequency depends on your cat and the type of litter, but the golden rule is to scoop out solids immediately. The entire box should be changed at least once a week, and more often is always better. Let's bust a common myth. She's getting revenge. No, she's not. She's sending out a distress signal. Visual. An animation of a cat walking into a dirty litter box, sniffing it, wrinkling its nose in disgust, and then walking away to sit in a flower pot. Or, a friendlier option, a cartoon litter box with a timer showing when the litter needs to be changed. The fourth critical mistake, and one that even the most caring owners make, is neglecting their cat's dental hygiene. That's right, cats get toothaches too. Plaque, gingivitis, and periodontal disease aren't just human problems. Without regular brushing, these issues can lead to painful inflammation, tooth loss, and even systemic infections that spread throughout the body. A lot of owners believe that dry kibble is enough to keep their cat's teeth clean, but that's only half the story. Imagine trying to clean your own teeth just by eating crackers. Regularly brushing your cat's teeth with a special pet-safe toothbrush and paste, never human toothpaste, is absolutely essential. It's best to start when they're kittens, so they can get used to the routine. Visual cue, animation, a cat with sparkling white teeth, happily brushing with a special cat toothbrush. Beside it, an illustration of a sad cat with a swollen, painful cheek. The fifth mistake, and one that's often underestimated, is neglecting your cat's need for play and mental stimulation. Cats are natural predators. They have an instinct to hunt, even if their prey is just a toy mouse. A lack of activity leads to boredom, stress, destructive behaviours like scratching furniture or aggression, and can even contribute to obesity. Many people think that just tossing a ball around is enough, but cats thrive on interactive games that simulate a hunt, the stalk, the chase, and the pounce. Use toys like feather wands and food puzzles. If you use a laser pointer, it's crucial to always end the session by letting your cat catch a physical toy to provide the satisfaction of a successful hunt. Remember, 15 to 20 minutes of intense, focused play each day is the absolute minimum. Visuals, shots of a cat actively playing with various toys, running, jumping, and pouncing as if on a hunt. The sequence ends with a shot of the same cat, now tired and content, sleeping peacefully. A sixth common mistake is not brushing your cat regularly, especially if they have long fur. Cats are meticulous groomers, and all that licking means they swallow a lot of loose fur. This fur can build up in their stomach, forming painful clumps known as hairballs. These hairballs can lead to vomiting, constipation, and in severe cases, even intestinal blockages that require surgery. Regular brushing removes loose, dead hair before your cat can swallow it, significantly reducing the risk of hairballs. Plus, brushing stimulates blood circulation in the skin and keeps their coat healthy and shiny. Illustration: a cat being gently brushed by its owner, with a pile of collected fur on the comb. Next to them, a miserable-looking cat is trying to cough up a hairball. The seventh mistake, which can lead to serious problems, is neglecting your cat's claws. If your cat doesn't have a designated scratching post, they'll turn to your furniture, wallpaper, or carpets. But the issue goes far beyond damaged decor. When claws get too long, they can curve and grow into the paw pads, causing pain and inflammation. Overgrown claws can also make it difficult for a cat to walk or even jump properly. It's crucial to check your pet's claws regularly and trim them when needed. If you're unsure how to do it safely, ask your veterinarian to show you the correct technique. On screen, a cat is shown defiantly scratching a sofa. The shot then changes to the same cat enthusiastically using a scratching post. The final scene is a close-up of long claws being carefully trimmed. The eighth mistake, one that's often made with the best intentions, is skipping regular vet checkups. Many owners only take their cat to the vet when it's already sick. But preventative care is the key to a long and healthy life. Annual exams, vaccinations, and deworming aren't a luxury. They're a necessity. Cats are masters at hiding pain and illness. By the time you notice any symptoms, a disease could already be in an advanced stage. A vet can spot problems early on when treatment is most effective. Let's bust a common myth. If my cat looks fine, he must be healthy. That's not always the case. Visual: a graphic of a cat's annual health calendar, showing appointments for vet exams, vaccinations, and deworming. A happy cat having a gentle checkup with a friendly veterinarian. The ninth, and a very important mistake, is using the cat carrier incorrectly. For many cats, the carrier spells stress and trouble because it only ever comes out right before a trip to the vet. As a result, the cat begins to dread the very sight of it. To avoid this, make the carrier a part of your pet's everyday life. Leave it open in a place your cat can easily access and put a soft blanket, some favourite toys, or a few treats inside. Let your cat explore it, go inside, and even sleep in it on their own terms. This way, a trip to the vet won't be such a negative experience and your cat's stress levels will be significantly lower. Illustration: an open cat carrier sits in a room with a cat sleeping peacefully inside. In a contrasting image, another cat is shown bolting in terror from a closed carrier. Last but not least, our 10th mistake: ignoring the signs of stress in your cat. Cats are territorial creatures and are highly sensitive to changes in their environment. Moving to a new home, a new addition to the family, whether a person or another pet, loud noises, or even just rearranging the furniture can all be major sources of stress. The signs can be subtle, like excessive grooming, aggression, a loss of appetite, urine marking, or other changes in behaviour. It's crucial to pay close attention to your pet. At the first sign of distress, try to identify and remove the cause, or simply provide your cat with a safe, quiet space where they can retreat. If the stress is severe or long-lasting, consult your vet or an animal behaviourist. Illustration: a shot of a cat hiding under a sofa, looking frightened or nervously over grooming. This cuts to a shot of a cosy, safe space for the cat, where it now looks calm and relaxed. Now let's talk about something many cat owners overlook: the importance of vertical space. Cats are natural climbers. They have an instinct to get up high. It's a primal drive that allows them to survey their territory and feel secure. Without cat trees, shelves, or other places to climb, a cat can get bored and stressed, leading it to seek its own adventures on top of your cabinets or refrigerator. Give your pet plenty of vertical opportunities and you'll see a wonderful transformation. This won't just improve their physical health, it also provides crucial mental stimulation. And let's bust a common myth: my cat just doesn't like to climb. The reality is, it probably just doesn't have a good place to do it. Visual: a cat is perched on a tall cat tree, regally surveying its kingdom. Cut to a contrasting shot: another cat looks wistfully at the bare top of a tall cabinet. The next common mistake seems harmless, but it's a serious one: providing the wrong type of scratching post, or none at all. Many owners buy a single small scratching post and then wonder why their cat continues to shred the sofa. The reality is, cats need a variety of scratchers: vertical, horizontal, and angled ones. They must be sturdy, tall enough for a full body stretch, and placed in different spots around your home, especially in areas where your cat already likes to scratch. If a scratching post is tucked away in a corner and isn't inviting, your cat will simply find an alternative. Remember, scratching isn't just about sharpening claws, it's also how cats mark their territory. Illustration: a cat happily uses a large, tall scratching post made from different materials. Then a different cat stares in dismay at a small, unstable one. One of the most common, yet frequently overlooked, mistakes is neglecting the quality of your cat's drinking water. Do you simply fill their bowl from the tap without a second thought? That may not be the best idea. Tap water can contain chlorine, heavy metals, and other impurities harmful to your cat's health, especially their kidneys and urinary tract. You should always use filtered or bottled water. Better yet, many cats prefer running water, so consider getting a pet fountain. This not only encourages your cat to drink more, but also provides fresh, oxygen-rich water. Time to bust a myth. You might think, what difference does the water really make? When it comes to their kidney health, the difference is enormous. Visual: a cat happily drinking from a water fountain. A side-by-side comparison of tap water and filtered water. Now let's talk about a mistake many people overlook: a lack of proper socialization. A kitten's first few months are a critical window for shaping its personality and future behaviour. Without positive interactions with people, other animals, and exposure to various household sounds and stimuli, a kitten can grow up to be fearful, aggressive, or withdrawn. From a young age, introduce your kitten to different people. Get them used to gentle handling and expose them to a variety of objects and sounds. This is the foundation for raising a confident and friendly adult cat. Visuals. Footage of a small kitten playing with different people and other friendly animals. It's also shown getting used to the noise of a vacuum cleaner or other common household sounds. Cut 2. A shot of an aggressive or very timid adult cat, hissing or hiding. Overlooking your cat's weight is a serious mistake. Feline obesity has become a genuine epidemic. Many owners might think a chubby kitty is cute, but that extra weight leads to a whole range of health problems, including diabetes, joint disease, and issues with their heart, liver, and urinary system. The cause is usually simple: overeating and a lack of activity. If your cat is prone to overeating, don't leave food out for them all day. Instead, feed them measured portions, following the recommendations from your veterinarian and the pet food label, and make sure they get plenty of exercise. If your cat is already overweight, consult your vet to create a special diet and a weight loss plan. Illustration: a diagram comparing a cat at a healthy weight to an obese cat, a graph showing how health risks increase with weight, a cartoon of an overweight cat struggling to jump onto a couch. Another common mistake is choosing the wrong kind of toys. Some toys that look cute and harmless can actually be incredibly dangerous for your cat. For example, items like string, yarn, thin rubber bands, and tinsel are major hazards. If swallowed, they can cause a life-threatening intestinal blockage, often requiring emergency surgery. Avoid any toys with small parts that could easily break off. Instead, opt for safe, durable toys designed specifically for cats. Be sure to inspect their toys regularly for any signs of wear and tear, and throw out any that might pose a risk. Visual: a collection of safe cat toys, balls, toy mice, teaser wands, and puzzle feeders. Visual: a cat is shown playing with a piece of string. The image then transitions to an X-ray, revealing the string as a foreign object inside the cat's intestines. Many owners miss the subtle cues their cats send, leading to miscommunication and behavioural issues. Cats communicate using their entire body, the position of their ears and tail, their facial expressions, and their posture. If you can't read these cues, you might accidentally frighten your cat, make it angry, or cause it distress. For example, dilated pupils and ears pinned back are a clear sign of fear or aggression, and unlike with dogs, a twitching or lashing tail is often a sign of irritation, not happiness. Take the time to learn your cat's body language. It will help you better understand their needs and avoid conflict. Just remember these basics. A tail held high means happiness, flattened ears signal fear, and a twitching tail indicates irritation. A lack of mental stimulation is another common pitfall. Cats are intelligent creatures, and they need mental exercise just as much as physical activity. A bored cat might start exhibiting destructive behaviours or develop stress-related habits. Use puzzle feeders that make them work for their food. Teach your cat simple commands. Yes, cats can be trained. And play interactive games that require them to think. This will help keep their mind sharp and prevent boredom. And let's bust a common myth. Cats are too dumb to be trained. The truth is, they're just smart in their own way. Visual: a cat solving a food puzzle or performing a simple command like high five. Another mistake that can lead to heartbreaking problems is a lack of proper identification for your pet. Many owners assume their indoor cat will never get outside, but accidents happen, and a cat can easily slip out an open door or window. If your pet isn't microchipped or wearing an ID tag with your contact information, the chances of being reunited drop dramatically. Microchipping is a simple, painless procedure that could save your cat's life. An ID tag on the collar is the fastest way for whoever finds your pet to get in touch with you. Illustration: a happy cat wearing a collar with an ID tag, a diagram showing how a microchip helps locate a lost pet. And finally, our 10th, an incredibly important mistake: ignoring a cat's need for personal space. As much as cats enjoy our attention, they also need a private place where they can feel secure and take a break from all the activity. Constantly trying to pet, pick up, or play with a cat that isn't in the mood can lead to stress and aggression, and it can seriously damage your relationship. Make sure your cat has quiet, secluded spots to retreat to, like a dedicated cat bed, a high shelf, or a hideaway under a table. Respect their personal space, especially when they're eating or sleeping. Let them be the one to initiate contact on their own terms. Picture this: a cat sleeping peacefully in its cozy hideaway while its owner looks on happily, respecting its boundaries. Now contrast that with an overbearing owner who's constantly trying to hug a cat that is desperately trying to hide. So there you have it. We've just gone through 10, if not more, common mistakes in cat care that many owners don't even realise they're making. From poor nutrition and dehydration to neglecting dental hygiene and their need for playtime, every one of these seemingly small details can have a huge impact on your furry friend's health and happiness. Perhaps the most surprising takeaway is realising just how much our cats are still driven by their wild instincts, despite living a cosy domestic life. It's a real eye-opener, isn't it? Remember, caring for a cat is about more than just food and cuddles. It's a science that requires attention to detail, an understanding of their true nature, and a willingness to keep on learning. I hope this video has helped you see your pet in a new light and find ways to make their life even better. After all, a happy cat means a happy owner. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you learned something new and helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more valuable information about pet care. And now for the big question: how many of these mistakes have you been making, and which one was the biggest surprise for you? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious to read your thoughts.